Hey everyone, Jason here with Shift Games, and I wanted to give you a quick update on Flutter. We just got back from PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia, and we were able to meet once again with our manufacturer out there. Received updated components for the different components, the aspects that were still problematic for us, that we were working back and forth. And at this point, I think we are near final. So I want to show you all the updated components and see where that takes us. So this is not updated. That's just the rule book. I was using that as a quick placeholder. My table's a mess right now because I'm still, like I said, just getting back from PAX Unplugged. But I did not want to waste any time. I wanted to get this update out. I wanted to show you some of these updated components so that you see what it is we've been working on side by side with our manufacturer. Okay, in no particular order. We'll start with the pedal tokens here. By the way, I apologize for my voice. Definitely lost my voice at the con, and I'm still recovering from that. Okay, so first off, these are the wooden pedal tokens which go onto our tracker boards. These are the ones that you had previously seen in the previous videos. One of the things that we knew we wanted to change here was that the sides of all of these were gray, whereas we wanted them to be colored the same color as the token, or one of the two colors of the token. So there's the purple one, there's the red one, and as you can see, I'm probably getting too close with the camera here. I'll just kind of leave it like that for now. There's the yellow, and there's the blue. So it's just much easier to see on the table when you don't have that gray constantly running through the middle. Like if they're sideways, it's harder to see. A subtle change, but a good one. Also, one thing that we did, this is the old red, that's the new red. Probably harder to see on the camera, especially with the glare, but we had to, there you go, you can see now how you can see the two different color red on the left and the right. It's darker on the left. This one here, the original, it was much harder to see the difference, so we had to work through that as well. These are the little nitpick things that make for a fantastic production. That, you know, this is why things take time sometimes, because we're not settling for mediocre. Okay, so that's the pedal tokens. Over here, the wood water tiles, the originals were from the previous video that you had seen. Are these, and the faces and the backs were already great. We had a different issue, we fixed that, but the sides, notice how it's really, really light blue. I mean, that would be fine, it's not the end of the world, but it's also easy to fix, and we worked with them to make the sides a much more, it's basically one of the color blues that's already in the artwork on the tiles themselves. So it just meshes better. It fits better. All right, so that's the water tiles. I'm kind of saving the best for last. We'll get to the tracker boards. The insert itself, the rondelle insert in the Meadowwood edition, the lid was just plain in the last version. Everything's in there, of course. In the new version, we stamped the lid with our logo, which is really cool. Totally unnecessary, but, you know, it was part of what they could do easily, so we said do it. They also went so far as to add a little arrow. I hope you can see that there at the top of the lid. And there's an equal arrow now, or a matching arrow, right here on the main part of the rondelle. So this is the new rondelle. And so it doesn't have to go together that exact way, but it is one of the ways where the lid will snap in perfectly. So you just match the arrow to the arrow. One last thing that is going to happen to this rondelle insert is that they will have slots on the top sized precisely for the wooden boards, tracker boards. So they will actually not just float on the top here, they will slot in to the insert. So this is still not the final that will be in there. It's much closer, but that's one of the last things that they're working on. Okay, and that takes us to the matzo ball here. These are the punch board tracker tokens. They're the same as the ones that would be in the retail version. And as we told you in one of our previous updates, we decided to bite the bullet and pay the extra to upgrade the metalwood version so that instead of punchboard pedal trackers, you have beautiful wood heat printed trackers. This is a hefty cost upgrade, so we hope that you all appreciate it, and it sounded like it from the previous update. Now you can see them for real. We didn't have the wooden ones before, but now you can see them in all their glory. They are gorgeous. The printing is fantastic. We still have green on the side, so it's painted underneath. On the back, we have our nice Flutter logo. Now, one thing that we had to work with them on was the thickness. These here are 5 millimeter. By the way, all the normal wooden tiles in the game are only 4 millimeter. And that's actually where we're going to land for the tracker boards. We're going to go to 4 millimeter. But here's one of the things that we tried. So we tried a few different things. This is 5. These were the first samples. You can notice here it says thickness 3 millimeter. And one of the things that became apparent right away, you may not be able to see it here, but there's some slight warping to the wood because this is a much thicker piece of wood. Then it gets wet when you paint it and do the heat printing. And so because of that, some warping can happen. See that there? See how you can, there's a little bubble. Honestly, it's not a problem. Even with these, it would not be a real issue. This is not a lot of warping. But it's enough that we weren't comfortable with that. So we said, okay, let's try 4 and 5. They did the printing on the 5, and of course, they're completely flat. And then they also gave us the 4 millimeter ones here. And once again, they are almost completely flat. There might be the slightest bend in these 4 millimeter ones. Absolutely nothing to worry about, though. And so that is what we ended up deciding on. So we'll go with 4 millimeter. It will look exactly like this, and it's going to be amazing. Let's see. Is there anything else? I mean, we tweaked the box a little bit. Probably nothing that you'd notice from anything like there. We had a weird drop shadow on that tagline before. We took that off. We had to work through the art for the bottom of the box, which is gorgeous. So yeah, it's all coming together in an amazing way. This is a production to be proud of. We are. It's just, it's an elegant production. It's definitely a very different type of approach for us, and we are ridiculously proud of how it came out. So hopefully you will all be equally proud to have it on your coffee table and your gaming table. All right, thanks so much for watching. That's it for today, and we'll let you know as things move to the next phase. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.